At Southern Cross Care, we want to hear consumers' voices. We've put in place a consumer engagement framework, and there are multiple levels to that. So we listen to the feedback that we hear, the compliments and the complaints, and we make changes and improvements based on that. But we've also established our Consumer Advisory Committee to ensure we hear the voice of groups of consumers, and we incorporate that into all of our service design.
I wanted to join the committee because I saw an opportunity to be part of a collaborative, collegiate team of people to work with residents. It's been positive, it's been interactive, it's been quite engaging actually.
Well, weirdly, I love this industry and I think it needs help at the moment in particular. I want to help to change the public's perception of aged care, because there's some wonderful things happen, not just the stuff that people see on TV. And so, if you like, I'm a little bit on the other side. I'm a little bit trying to help even up the story.
We would like our consumers' voice involved in all the big decisions that we make. So we would like to be able to take really important decisions or service changes or designs to our consumers and hear what they think about them and hear whether we can improve them. So the goal is to really ensure that our consumers can design our services with us. So we want a co-design model.
I've had 29 years of experience as a support worker myself. I thought I have something to contribute. Well, a lot of elderly people, I have found the poor things are not able to communicate their needs. So I thought, well, you have to have a forum where they could be heard, and I suppose we could be their mouthpiece.
The reason why I wanted to be involved with the advisory committee begins with my mum, who's in a permanent care facility of Southern Cross Care. Mum's finest support now comes from the people that are still there now, who were there when she moved in, and they've sort of become friends and support both to Mum and to us. And when I think about advisory committees, I also want to support the staffing of places because they're so important to making everything work well.
Some of the hot topics coming out of our discussions so far are loneliness and isolation and boredom in aged care, the use of technology, having children involved in our aged care homes and bringing them into homes, and staff engagement with our consumers has been identified as incredibly important.
Like the other committee members, I've got lived experience of Southern Cross Care services. In my case, I support my dad who lives in an aged care home. It's been quite an interesting experience to learn about more about the organisation, more about the services they provide, and it's been a great opportunity to provide consumer feedback, consumer insights and point of view.
I've been at Southern Cross Care for 6 months, or going on 7 months, and it's wonderful. It's a community, but people are mentioning things that they would like to see or would have made life a bit easier. So I'm thinking that maybe that's going to be good for the future. But yeah, just to be a slight link in the chain, You've got to have all the links together to make the full chain.
I live in Foley Village. I've been there for probably 13 years. Oh, I think it's very important, very important so that at least you can have a say and that the Southern Cross understand where we're coming from, and we can understand where they're coming from too. So, sort of, we meet in the middle somewhere, we hope,
We provide care, and we don't want to care for our consumers, we want to care with our consumers and care about them. I'm hoping that they feel like their opinion is valued, and I'm hoping we get really valuable information from them so we can improve what we do.
I have faith in the process. I think organisations really do want to hear what's causing them difficulties, trying to find solutions. So I really believe that it's a worthwhile thing to do.
For anyone who has lived experience of Southern Cross Care services, we'd welcome new committee members onto the Consumer Advisory Committee.